Hi everyone, how are you doing today? Today I'm so excited because I am going to be reviewing, drumroll, the Fenty Pro Filt'r Soft Matte Powder Foundation. Yeah. Oh my gosh, okay, I cannot wait to try this. I've not opened it yet, so here we go. Now it looks just like their other powder products. It looks so pretty. Now before I get into actually swatching the product and trying it out and giving you my review and first impressions on it, I want to just let you know that I already have skincare on, so I'm prepped and ready to go. I do have the Fenty Primer to use, and I'll use that on half of my face, and the other half I'm just going to do with my regular skincare serum moisturizer routine, so that we can see if there's a difference between using a primer or not using a primer. I have my phone here just to give you a little bit more information on the product. So the Fenty Pro Filt'r Soft Matte Powder Foundation retails for $36. It is available in like a bajillion shades. I was like shook the house. It's a light as air powder foundation that gives you light to full coverage with a soft matte finish. Let's dive right in. Here is the product, and when we open it up, it has a beautiful mirror and the powder with their logo embossed inside, and then it does lift up. You have a mirror on the underside as well, and then you have a sponge that you can apply or touch up with. I think that I'm going to try each side of my face with 2 different, or maybe even 3 different types of applications. So I'm going to use, let's see, I have a powder brush. I can also try, a more traditional powder brush or even like a flat top one. So let's see, I have options there. Ooh. And I also have the Fenty Precision Makeup Sponge. I've not used this before either, so let's just open this up, and maybe I'll try this. I'm not a huge fan of sponges, but let's give it a shot. Why not? I do like that there's a little angle there. That's cute, and then soft, round, kind of egg on the other side. Hopefully this color is going to match. We will find out. I am going to start with the larger brush here on, let's say this side is with just my skincare routine, no primer. I'm getting a little bit of kickback in the pan. I don't know if you can see, but I am getting some kickback. Not horrible, but it is what it is. I would say that that's very natural looking. It just gets rid of that excess shine. So this would be like a nice light coverage moment with this larger brush here. We can see the glow, and then we see a very soft glow. It's almost matte, but not quite. So I would truly say that it is a soft matte finish. So that's nice. I'm not mad at it. I do want to go in with a more dense brush now. I think I'm going to go in with this flat top one. And again, just going back into the product. I'm going to pick up a good amount this time, and I just want to see if I can build it up, especially in this inner portion where I have some little scar spots from acne. Definitely have kickback in the pan, that is for sure. I'm not mad at the coverage. It's not giving me like a MAC Studio Fix as far as powder goes, but it's giving me enough that I could go out and go about my day and feel confident that I'm not gonna look like a hot mess. So, I'm not mad. Is it giving me the full fantasy? On its own, no. But let me try it with the Fenty Primer. So this is the Pro Filt'r Instant Retouch Soft Matte Primer. Do you see this? Do you see how the pump is literally hardly connected? I've never used this before, so I'm a little annoyed that I'm not really able to get the product out. here. We're just gonna do it that way. That works, right? We'll go along with that. Fenty, fix your pumps. Okay, this side with the primer. So I better look flawless over here. I love that there's a slip to it. It feels very comfortable on. I definitely get a nice like smoothing feeling as it applies. It doesn't feel greasy. It has like a bit of a moisturizer-ish feel, which I'm actually surprised by. I was not expecting that for a more mattifying primer, so that is a nice plus. I almost feel like I'm doing like good things for my skin. Now, this is not a new primer. This has been out for a little while now, but I've not used it before, so I figured let's try it out with the same brand's product. Primer is applied. Let's also do a little bit of concealer because I want to see if I can get like full coverage, and I just want to conceal under the eye first. So I'm gonna go in with my Jeffree Star concealer, shade C10. I will buff that out first. Now I do not own the Fenty concealer, so I'm not able to test it with that. But if you're interested, maybe I should try it. That alone already gave me a nice finish. So now let's go in with the same brush again into the Fenty powder. There's a lot of kickback there. I mean, woo girl. Oh yes. I think I'm gonna actually zoom you in a little bit more so you can see up closer what's going on, because I'm liking this. Now we're zoomed in so you can see closer up what is going on here. We have the lighter coverage. It looks very nice. I did not put concealer under my eye, so that still needs a little help. But I like the overall finish of the lighter coverage. That's pretty. I'm okay with that for every day. Now, when I look at the other side here, I have started to get really beautiful coverage with a flatter brush. I mean, that with a little bit of concealer underneath has pretty much erased everything. That's really pretty. Do you see that? I think the color might be a little bit on the golden side for me, but I'm not horribly mad. And I want to switch to the sponge before I get too into this because I want to try this little Fenty sponge here. So I'm going to work the product back and forth. That's really nice. Wow. Okay. Did you see I just like stamped it on and it was like erased? Oh. Wow. Oh, yes. Wow. Okay. I can't even tell you how long I've just been like sitting on the sponge, but the coverage though. With the sponge, I am getting like erase your face coverage here. It's a lot, but I'm here for it. So you can really get completely natural looking or like mask. I'm gonna switch back to the flat brush and just kind of dust all over. Ooh, a little bit of powder flying everywhere, that's okay. And then let me just make sure that I get some down my neck. So I'm gonna take a little bit more of the primer. Hopefully I can fix this pump later, because if not, I'm gonna be really annoyed having to open that all the time. The color's a little bit yellow, but it's workable. natural. B. That's awesome. I do want to put some concealer under the other eye. I'm going to use a lighter coverage though, because this is the like natural look. Here are my thoughts on the Fenty Pro Filt'r Soft Matte Powder Foundation. I actually do like it. I would say that this is probably in like my top 5 as far as powder foundations I've used and loved. So that's pretty impressive for me. I was able to get not only a nice, even, natural, almost like no makeup looking side, as well as a beat to the gods, flawless, full coverage, like poreless effect as well. I do have many positives about it. I do have, I suppose, a negative. Shocking. But no, let's just keep it real here. I like the product, and I love the effect that this gave. However, if you look here, the embossing that was in this powder is pretty much completely gone now, and that's because that's how much product I had to use in order to achieve this really flawless and full coverage effect. And that was just half of my face. So if I want really great flawless coverage, I can absolutely achieve it and it looks beautiful. It's not like chalky. However, I do go through the product really, really quickly. So I'm not sure if it's quite worth the $36 price tag. If I'm using this more as like a touch-up or a lighter coverage, especially like over here, oh my gosh, this will last a very long time. It'll give me a beautiful finish. And I think that's probably how I will use it the most. I really loved the primer. I know it's not new, but I definitely see a much smoother, more poreless effect, especially in this area on my face and like right through the center of the forehead and even a little bit on my chin. So I think that is probably the primer. However, the powder does not add any texture to the skin. So I do really like that, especially because I do have oily, acne-prone skin. I have larger pores through the center of my face. I have a hard time with powders, sometimes making my skin look more textured. This makes it actually a little bit smoother on its own. Down below, let me know which side you prefer. Which side do you like more? Do you like the more natural, like no makeup look? Or do you prefer this like flawless, like airbrushed porcelain doll side? Let me know down below. Thank you so much for watching today. This was my first impressions and my review on this brand new product. I am here for the powder foundation. It's kind of been a long time since that's been like a thing. And I think it's a thing again. So that's pretty cool. I'm actually like feeling myself now. Have a great day. Again, have a great new year, and I will see you all very soon. Bye. And do you see the side with the full coverage? Do you see how flawless that is? Literally, there's not a pore there. That's really impressive. Definitely check a Fenty Pro Filt'r Matte blah 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 blah. Okay. It's the Pro Filt'r Soft Matte Powder Foundation.